host of the Gridiron.
And speaking of pass rushers, I'll tell you what, boy, Mr. Toomer here. Boy, he went off. Looking like poop, he said. Amani Toomer goes off, and he was also, I believe he was talking too about, I don't know, I am really, totally just wanted to upchuck my cookies, boy. I'll tell you what. Michael Strahan waving that flag. I mean, waving the Philadelphia Void-Years flag. I mean, dude, I don't, yeah. Saquon made him do it. I mean, then I'm not doing it, dude. I love you, man. This, that. I'm not waving that flag. But it just goes to show you how quickly, Saquon just jumping ship there. Right, so Saquon doesn't want to be a Giant. Well, go after yourself, buddy. But no, I'm not waving that flag. That might be you, brother, but that ain't me. I don't know how Michael Strahan. I mean, there's you can talk respectively about another team or this, that, don't have to trash talk them or something like that. But waving their flag, yeah, really, yeah, wow. Man, you're classless turd to me, brother. Michael Strahan, absolutely classless. Absolutely classless. I thought you really, I thought you were a Giant. True Giants ain't going to do that. I mean, I said Saquon, we know he's a, he doesn't want to be a Giant. So whatever happened to him, whatever, but Michael Strahan waving the Eagles flag. Wow. Pretty bad. But Amani Toomer. Giants legend Amani Toomer sounds off in a brutal rant. The Giants were among the worst teams in the football in 2024. Former Giants receiver Amani Toomer is tired of the uncompetitive football. Giants spent much of the 2024 season getting blown out or otherwise overlooked. Fodder for teams with higher aspirations. The prior season set the tone, but general manager Joe Schoen and head coach Brian Daboll decided to back Daniel Jones, banking on a resurgence to climb back into relevance. It didn't come. Jones was dreadful for half the season, benched, cut, and then replaced by similarly ineffective passers. New York endured a 10-game losing streak, finished 3-14, and ultimately disappointed its esteemed icons that once made the organization great. On ESPN Radio, Giants legend Amani Toomer sounded off on the state of affairs in a brutal rant, reacting to Michael Strahan waving the Philadelphia Void-Years flag in support of running back Saquon Barkley. Toomer ripped New York. That's a shot across the bow, Toomer began. Because you know what? When we played, if we didn't perform, we'd be out, right? So now when players, I'm not just going to be your fan because I played there. You got to prove something to us. While Eli Manning and Victor Cruz have supported both Barkley and the Giants as they watched their rival win the Super Bowl, others have directed more energy toward criticizing the organization, and justifiably so. We are Giants through and through, Toomer continued. But you can't just say, oh, yeah, you're a Giant. You just shut up and sit in the corner. No, we want results. We want to be proud of the organization that we shed blood, sweat, and tears for. So we're not going to waive the pom-poms if we don't feel like it's a product worth waiving the pom-poms for. When is the last time that we can sit back and be like, yeah, we're Giant fans, and say it with our chests out instead of saying it and then kicking some dirt and then giving some excuse and then showing our rabbit's foot? We might be, and this shoulda, coulda, woulda, maybe we're tired of it. Only 3 teams have had a lesser point differential than New York's minus 142. No team threw fewer touchdowns, and it was hard to find a team that had a more embarrassing season. No, this was the most embarrassing season. Absolutely. Let's see. As we stumbled over itself as a quarterback drama, the hot seats and the ugly losses mounted. I don't know who's listening or whatever, but if we're going to playing and we were performing like our team is performing now, out there on the field looking like poop, we'd be off the team, Toomer said. That's why we're holding them accountable. Like they held us accountable for 13 of my years and for 16 or 15 of Strahan's years. So don't be mad at that. For Toomer, a Super Bowl champion and maybe of the team's Ring of Honor, this is a matter of accountability. The standard has fallen, and the current regime is sticking around more for the sake of continuity than the proof of concept they put forth. Giants seem as far as ever from the kind of meaningful football Toomer and his teammates have grown used to. Don't let the anger fall away from where it should be, which should be with what we're doing as the Giants, and how we're not being competitive. That's where the anger should be. It's very, 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 just really freaking difficult. Really. Let's see here. Yeah. Good old Amani. It's really, really difficult. You just go back. We had the one season, 2016, right? Things just fell in line right there with McAdoo and all that and everything. But 2017, and then you had the 18 and 19 with Shermer, and 2021, 22. We had things came together, but these last two seasons, it just. Then you figure that a few years with Coughlin there. It's just been. We've had some good players, right? But it's just far from anything, as he's talking about, right? Far from being, anything competitive, anything you can push your chest out at. There's almost like nothing we do good. It's almost, it's like, I guess you could say this, like, if we were just a little weak on defense, a little weak on offense, but we had a great defense. Our defense smacked you around, right? Got turnovers and sacks and this, and we played tough and really, we were a little weak on offense. Or we could throw the ball all over the field, but we were a little bad on defense. But that's it's like nothing. It's like almost like every year. It's just trash every year. Can't get the offensive line fixed. Can't get good quarterback play. It's just, there's almost like nothing is what Amani Toomer was talking about to puff the chest out about. You know what I'm saying? It's just, my God. Another year. Right? Will anything ever turn around? And it's been a long, ever since we won that Super Bowl after the 2011 season, boy, it's from 2012 to 2024. Been a long time. A lot of bad football.